All right, we're back at Sidebar, and I'm joined once again this year with Alan Oshima, President and CEO of Hawaiian Electric Company. Alan, welcome back.
Well, thank you.
Or
Thanks
I guess
for having me.
you should welcome us back.
Oh, no. The state should welcome me back.
Okay.
I think DBED has done that, right?
Yeah,
So, good for them.
Great. So you were on a great panel this morning, and yesterday you talked a lot about 3 new things going on at HECO to help sort of push forward this transformation.
Yep.
Give us a little recap of that.
Sure. I always talk about in the company in terms of we were very good at doing what we did as a traditional utility, and we can't lose that because people depend on us, right? When you flip the lights switch, it's on. So we can't lose that. We have to do it safely, reliably, you know the drill. But we actually now have to move forward to really understand our customers and what provides value to them. And for that, I need in the organization, throughout the organization, a cultural shift. And that shift is really not just saying we listen to our customers, but actually engaging with our customers and our communities. So some of that takes muscle within the organization. Other parts really just takes us being aware and really talking to people. And that takes various forms. So the 3 things, we're going to form a marketing group so that we actually get serious about marketing. In the past, we never had to market, but we do now because it is a competitive landscape now. And for the good of all, we have to stay relevant. The other is new products and services that will be driven by some of the marketing analytics, as well as some of the engineering technologies, right? That people may not be aware of what we can offer in terms of new products and services because of technology. And the third is electrification of transportation. For Hawaii and California, but for Hawaii it's especially important because of our high level of solar. And so we need uses during the day. We encourage conservation, but we can have new uses that actually provide value and allows us to take on more renewable energy. It's counterintuitive. I have a slide in some of my presentations of a downhill skier, right? Put your weight on the downhill ski, believe me, you won't topple over. That's what we're trying to do.
So you're talking about these 3 things, and I'm looking at the utility business model as it currently exists. As you know, the State Energy Office has an initiative right now to rethink what those utility and regulatory models look like for the state. When you talk about, marketing, because it's a more competitive landscape, you want to do services, you want to, do all these new things, and electrification and transportation being one of them. That's completely new revenue streams. So is that what you're doing? So you're trying to step down the energy use, but step up what the other areas where you can sell more energy toward?
Yeah, it gets very complicated in decoupled rate environment, right? As people use less and as you lose customers, the remaining customers pay a higher rate.
Right.
What I'm trying to do is create an environment where people see value and find other uses for electricity. And that way everybody pays a lower rate.
Right.
So the energy budget for a home is not really micro-focused on the electric bill, but the total use of fossil fuels or energy. And you can lower the total energy bill for a home, still provide the same utility, right, at a lower cost. That's electrification. You can do that for businesses as well. So everybody benefits. That's what we're trying to do.
So then are you putting a lot of capital into investing in electrification infrastructure for transportation, et cetera?
We're spending a lot of time understanding and leading some of that. So people think of the role of the electric company is just doing fixed charging stations and fast charging. That's one role. And the PUC here has been very collaborative with us on that. But you have to take the special circumstances of every island in this state. The driving distances are different. How you use vehicles is different. So it's that specialized information that will drive our role. I happen to believe, and I drive an electric hybrid, that the shorter driving distances in Honolulu really lends itself to daytime charging, if we can get employers and parking lots and hotels to allow daytime charging. So in our company, we're working on a workplace charging protocol, but making it fair, because we do subsidize public transportation. We have to have equity in what we subsidize for employees. But if workplaces were allowed workplace charging, then we can up the load during the day, right, and absorb more solar, which allows us to take on more solar, right? So it's kind of a cycle.
So I think your business is changing quite a bit. I mean, we've talked a lot with the metaphor of us all getting on this big canoe, right? And I think what I'm hearing is a lot more collaboration, not just between you and the PUC, but you and business, you and consumers, to really come together for that, set of solutions.
I would love to have more collaboration with the regulators, but rules prevent a lot of collaboration.
Right, of course.
But we certainly can have. Here's how we approach
shared vision. Maybe
shared
we
vision
should call it.
and planning. I'm serious that I think we need planning. So when we're asked to do an energy plan, for 30 years hence, that's engineers can do a lot of things.
Right.
So they come up with a plan, but is that really what's going to happen?
Right.
And so we can do the supply side.
Right.
Somebody needs to do the demand side. So in 30 years, where will our population reside? What kinds of industries will we be able to attract to the clean economy, right? And where should that be in our state? We're very Oahu-centric as a state, and maybe we have to expand that thinking. There are several roles that the electric company can play as part of that transformation, but we certainly can only be a player, not the leader, right? But we're very willing to play. One of the things we're doing is actually trying to change the conversation internal and external to the company to sustainable communities. It can't just be about clean electrons. It provides the basis for sustainable water, transportation, job creation, communications. Right? Our poles now become able to be used as antenna sites for broadband, 5G. We have to think holistically about the lifestyle of a community and not just the electrons. We're very happy to play that role.
That's great. Well, how can people find out more about that?
We're going to launch our Molokai 100% and to build our internal muscle to be able to really work with the community and not just provide solutions, but actually listen to what the community wants. And we're starting that now. So keep watching our Molokai 2020.
Okay, great.
Great.
Thank you so much, Alan.
All right.
This is great.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
great.
you.